All right, we're welcome back to part, I don't really even know what the hell part we're on anymore. But this one we're going to go deep dive back into Goibu stats, and some of the more finer details and stats and stuff like that. The biggest ones we needed to go is the animations. We need to know what kind of animations there are. So when we check out the AI scripts, which is our ultimate goal here, we'll be able to know what the hell is happening and what attack that is. So we're referencing numbers back against each other. There's a couple different ways to do that. So let's start here. So again, the top part, I turned them off, so no attack, no move. Let's go back to how the hell we get here in the first place, I guess. So under the debug menu, the very first video has installation information on how to put this on to your game. So I suggest working with that one because I don't want to do it every single time. So we'll go into the game menu, character inst, world chairman. And then what we're going to do is we'll do it a different way this time. So I am still locked onto him. You can just use this to get into his data. I'm going to go through the map this time. So M11 is already right there. So 5080 is already loaded in, obviously. We'll go into him that way. There we go. We're at Goibu's stats and blah, blah, blah. His little debug menu for Goibu, basically. As you can see at the top, he's C5080. Extremely important. He's only going to be the only one in the map, so the 0000 is not going to be a big deal. It might matter for other things if we're looking at, I don't know, some of the gunners to see why the hell gunners react the way they do. That's a thing. So those informations are very important. There's several different ways to check it in this thing too. No hit, again, with no hit, we'll just basically let you clear smack through him and it doesn't actually touch him. No attack, no move means he doesn't attack or move. All this stuff is pretty much irrelevant. If you really want to, you can, let me just turn this off quick. Actually, let's do this first. So let's go into that one. So I can control Goibu now with switch controller, control player. I don't really have a good reason for it. The camera kind of sucks on it and that kind of stuff. So, but I can run around as Goibu and every one of the buttons will do some other kind of attack. So like R1 doesn't attack, R2 doesn't attack, but you can see it's not totally playable. It's not great, but you can run as Genichiro. You can run around as Guardian Ape. But again, your camera might not be a very desirable. Where's Sekiro? Let's hit him. Bitch! Okay, can I... Oh yeah, let's... Okay, no, that's not gonna work. No, hit him, motherfucker. Hey, we got him. Okay, good. Okay, so anyway, let's go back to not doing this, because this is kind of no fun. Okay, let's turn him off again. Okay, cool. So that's that. You have fun with it, do whatever you want to. I might show you how to plop characters in or bosses in somewhere to start with him. Honestly, it's easier just to let the modders do it, and if you see like a modder and Nexus mods or something like that do it, just play their game. They probably did a lot better job with this anyway than trying to run through debug menu. So I return controller back. I can also reset his position, which will send him all the way back to, you know, where he came from, which is start over there. You can also move to the position, and that's the current position of what the thing is. The current position of the character or whoever you're viewing here. If they're not spawned in, it'll send you to their initial spawn location. If they are spawned in, they'll send you exactly where they are, as you can see. Export map data. That's not the one I think of anyway. Well, these two we might cover later. I don't really know if they're really relevant anymore. Character basic information. You can see what angle Goibu was looking at. You can also see where his coordinates are. There's two different sets of coordinates. I don't remember why there's two different sets of coordinates. I don't really care anymore. Character data, you can see the 5080, the first four means the character model, and the last four is their instance number or amount of those in here, or what instance of it is. The team type again is, you know, if you change that around, what they attack, who attacks them, all that kind of stuff. And then all this other stuff, which doesn't matter. No dead means that when you're attacking him, he won't die for good. He'll lose ninjutsus or the death blows, but it doesn't matter. But you just can't kill him altogether. So it is kind of great for practicing. That's kind of nice. You can also set it to no damage. No damage, he won't take any vitality damage. No stamina consumed means he won't have any posture damage, which is generally great. However, there are triggers at certain posture or vitality for bosses of different separate attacks. So you might have to set these manually to those and then move it over to here. And again, we can set those HP values by using the D-pad left and right. Holding L1 and left and right will make the data, we could go higher. The square button, can I choose square button left and right? Yeah, square button left and right will go up by hundreds. And then square button L1 and left and right will go up, go into thousands every single time. So I don't want to kill him, so we're going to leave him there. The Ninjutsu there, MP, I don't think has a value in this game. I haven't found a boss yet that has MP value. Stamina, regen, action request. Alright, so the big one here is under behavior. Behavior has a lot of things going on for it. So behavior, we have animations again. We also have events. We're going to go through each one of those quickly. So animation, it'll show you down here what animation he's currently in. This one you can put him in a test loop where he'll do the same animation over and over and over again. I don't really like this too much. I feel like there's better ways. Event, you can see all the different attack values. So if you're looking through an AI script from this later on, you can see you want to know what 3045 does. And 3045 doesn't have anything. Where it has something here. Let's find an attack. I know 3010 has something. 3007 actually, because that's a quick one. So 3007 is the kick. Unfortunately, I have no attack on, so let's turn that off first. That's great. Interesting. He is being weird. I wonder why. We might have to just reset him quick. Event. So this, yeah, let's reset him quick. I'm not sure what the hell happened there. Alright. I'm wondering if the control fucked him up. Hold on, let's go out of here quick. I'm not sure what's going on here. Might have to quit out. Let's try this again. Fair luck. Set is off. Oh, no updates on. Okay, that's what it is. So no update won't let you do anything to him. That's what it does. It'll lock that, whatever it is, in place. So let's turn it off. He is kind of just chilling. Let's do these off, these on. Okay, there we go. So no update won't even let you do the attack thing. Sorry for the rustiness. I haven't played around with this in a while. Alright, so let's go back to behavior again. Animation. We wanted to, actually we'll do the event. So we want to check out what 3007 does, because that's a relevant attack. Holy shit, it's the kick. The kick is our good one. We want the kick, so you know you can press the A on it and stuff like that. Let's see what some of the later ones are. So 41 is that move right there, and you'll see when he stops, that's when the animation stops. 42 is a left turn. Check some of the later ones. They're probably going to be the death blow ones, so I might kill them. Okay, they don't have anything here. This is probably fine. But you can see there's definition like bound guard add. There's some blended things that aren't really going to do anything here. Some of them might be merged in. Like you can see like crouch to stand is more of like a Sekiro thing. So that might just be a general concept of different attacks and stuff. Like, and lightning loop is not going to do anything because it doesn't have a lightning attack, obviously. I don't want to do the death ones and deal with him dying. But it's nice to know what does what quickly. So under events, like what I said, when we were looking at the AI script, we see 3007, be like, what the fuck is 3007? Now we know. Going back out, we can also go into active state, and that's not the one. Change history. This one's also the one here. That's really nice. You can see that there is the so root, master, attack, idle, default, default attack to attack 3. This is more of like a blend frame from idle default, so it's idle frame right here, which usually will probably never be idle, to attack 3007. Then 152 frames is what attack 3007 or the kick does. And then again, to go back to idle, it's another 12 frames to go back to it. And then as you can see now, we're just chilling for 2000 frames in the just straight up idle frame and stuff like that. You can see 42. So 3042 took it took 223 frames and stuff like that. It's really nice because you can kind of give yourself a better idea how long something is. So for instance, in some of the scripts in phase 1, if you get the second kick is slow to try to get like bait out the next attack. So you just want to break him right away to get, you know, you can actually save a second doing that and stuff like that. Whereas if you get a shitty pattern in the first half of the script, the kick is something needed and you'll have to hold off a little bit because you won't have enough damage to basically break him and then get the first death blow before he runs again. I guess important part of that, in our since it's fresh, in our stagger menu and stuff like that, if we attack him and fought him several different times, parrying will not reset his durability. A parry death blow will not reset his durability. I don't know if this is the case for all of them, but for Goibu in specific. So if you get a parry death blow on him in phase 1, this durability, which again we don't want him to run in most of it, or at all. You know, we want to control when he runs, because when he starts running, he can just waste time, and time is slow in speedrunning. This won't reset. You can go through it. You can like hold this up here and like, you know, fight him a bunch of times and break him and stuff like that and see what happens. But parry death blows will not reset that number. Whereas the R1, so if you attack him and kill him, or attack him into the death blow, it will reset it. I don't know exactly where that value is. If there's like an actual value that says it, or it's something in one of the scripts and stuff like that. I haven't specifically found it. It's just more of an observation that others have found and told me. And then obviously I've actively done it and observed it myself. All right, so we were on animations. Or behavior, I guess. It's behavior, okay. So the node stuff, a lot of the stuff, if you really want to and go through and like see what happens when you do different things like variable and you know what this variable is, if you want to change this stuff or play around with it. If it crashes on you, then you just restart the game. It can get kind of annoying just crashing it over and over again, but whatever. Event, you know, you can sit there and play and see what attacks are, like 3,000. Or this one's a long one. That's the spear swing, but you can also see how he runs forward a few different steps. So you can really kind of isolate what's happening in different one of those. 3,000 is still an attack. I think this is just an idle, just a normal attack. And then I don't know if you can play with them. Unfortunately, some of them will kill them, and you have to respawn them, and it gets kind of annoying, especially if you already grab the memory. So if I kill them and get the memory, it can be kind of goofy there. I'm trying to see if there's other thing relevant. But the biggest thing is what we wanted to get out is we want to assign that 4-digit number for the attack. So like 3007, we want to be able to assign that 3007 to a certain animation. So we know that 3007 is that kick attack. And that's the most important part of what we're trying to accomplish here. So when we go into the scripts later, we can see what happens there. Let's go back into more stuff. Let me just slowly peruse through here and see if any of the stuff is really worth talking about. I'll do hitboxes later, so don't worry about this stuff right here. I have to also remember how to do it again. Havoc is the game engine stuff. There's some ragdoll information in here. Some other type of hitbox things, textures and stuff to work with. Again, I'll talk about those in the hitbox stuff. Other does nothing. The model, that just opens up like a pop-up that's broken anyway. Super armor, again, super armor is where you find your stagger information. If it has a value, the boss has a stagger. If it doesn't have a value, then the boss doesn't have a stagger. It has hyper armor instead for certain attacks. I might show that. I'll probably, the next video I'll show you like a hyper armor boss, whatever. I'll run up to Genichiro and go fight him, I guess. Ceremony, I think it's more cutscenes and stuff. I don't know if this is really going to be attached to this character, so I'm not going to play around with that one too much. Pit stop. Okay, here's kind of a cool one right here too. When you're looking at how far you can get to a boss or a certain character or whatever, under this right here, you'll see this is the distance that you are. So if I move back, I get farther away. If I move closer, you know, you move closer basically. So I'm at like just under 12 right here. Aggros are a hard number. So if you're standing up and you're next to the boss at 11 meters at this angle, they might not see you, but if you go to like 6, they might see you. You'll be able to check that out later. Again, I haven't really found what script or whatever governs that. I'll have to look harder, but I guess it doesn't really matter because, you know, the way we do things is kind of a simple thing, or is kind of already pre-described or whatever, so it hasn't been really relevant. The other thing too is the boss will attack certain things, like a certain ways at different distances. You know, obviously the boss isn't going to just start slamming the ground when you're 20 meters away because it's not relevant. So when you're fighting the boss or whatever, you can also keep this open and you can see like, oh shit, you know, I'm staying 6 meters away here. That's why I'm not baiting out the appropriate attack. You'll see in the scripts later on that 3 meters, 6 meters, 4 meters, all those different numbers have relevant information to them to where they all kind of do something else. Your angle to the boss is also very important too, but it's very loose how it works. You know, like this, like a 45 back and forth is considered left. 45 and back is considered, you know, back, you know, that kind of thing. if I can find an angle of what the boss orientation is, I'll probably tell it at a later one when we talk about scripts and stuff. But I don't exactly know where it is right now because I kind of forgot if I was able to find it in the first place. Hit stop. I don't know if that matters. There's one other value that I think might be important. But again, seeing what your distance is very important to know where, you know, why a certain attack is coming out. Because either you're A, too close to him, or B, not close enough for him. And then, you know, like the kick, you have to be within 3 meters for the kick, which might be 6. I don't remember. I haven't looked at the script in a while. If you're too far from it, you won't get the kick. If you're too far to the right or left, you won't get the kick. So a lot of that stuff matters. So this is another value that matters. How close you are to the boss's center. Sometimes the center is something different where they put a radius around the boss. It gets kind of annoying. But we'll be able to see that stuff. But I believe that's what that 0 is. So everything for Goyubu is 2.2. So that's center of mass or center of his body. And then 0 means there's no buffer around it, which I can't think of a boss right now that actually does that. What is this one? I don't know what that is. Got some map information. I don't want the game to crash right now. Damage calc again. I don't know if the damage calc has a thing. I can't read what this says anyway, because, yeah. So I'm not entirely sure what this is actually meaning, but you can't really change any values either. So yeah, that's it for the minor stats or whatever. The biggest one, again, is this animation information. Where the fuck is it? Under behavior. And then towards the top, again, to go fast up and down is the D-pad, but you hold L1 in the D-pad to make it go really quick. Square do it? Oh yeah, square is really quickly. Yeah, square is... So yeah, if you do down in square or down in L1 in square, it makes you go much quicker, so you can go to the top really fast. But event, you know, you get to see exactly what it is. You can force the attack. Under animation, you can see what the number is. There is a defined reason why they do different things too. And then you have other stuff too. But yeah. Oh, I guess the other tidbit, which is, I guess, the funny tidbit that I'll give you guys is... Where are you? Somewhere in here. State? Nope. Came prepared. You can speed up the bosses and slow them down drastically. Isn't this... It is not there. Where the fuck is it? It's not there. Not here, not here, not here, not here. Where the hell is history? Oh my god. It's literally animation. That's not debug speed. That's not correct. I just have 2 minutes ago. Hold on. Oh, wait, that's my action requests. Okay, doesn't there. Hit. That's our behavior. This is why you come up with the script before you do the video. Basically, you speed up to 4x, 100x, whatever you want to. You can turn animation backwards, which I strongly suggest you don't do because that causes crazy ass shit. Where the fuck? Okay, I'm just gonna draw this out until I find this. Okay, that's right here. Animation, no. Variable, no. Event, no. No, 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 no. The fuck? Some of these menus get a little bit crazy here. No, it's not animation, is it? That's not correct. I know it's not the right one. It's in like brackets. What the fuck are you? Havoc? No. Bro, what the fuck? Action request? No. Wait, no. Dude, it's got it right here. Really? Where the fuck? Oh, nope. Oh, here it is. Play speed. Okay. I found it. I'm dumb. So under behavior, animation, play speed, this number right here is a multiplier. So if you go 10x, okay, so 10x is the fastest. So you can fight the boss at 10x. Well, yeah, 10x for this one. It might change. You might be able to do faster elsewhere. You can do 10x. You can do... Oh, don't go negative. Oh, fuck. Okay, good. You can go... So 1x is the normal or whatever. If you go slower, you can go half speed. You can go 0.25. If you go in the negatives, weird shit happens. So... And if you go in the negatives for a long time and just kind of like walk away from it at like a high speed negative, it has to recover those negative frames. Like, because it has like a, you know, a frame value for that animation. So the boss will do crazy shit for a while. You can actually, let's see if, I don't know if this will let me do it. It's going to be really loud and annoying, so I won't do it. So you can do it on your own. And we're going to have the boss like start twisting into themselves and do some really funny shit. But right here at 5-0, you can, well, we'll do it at 2-5. We'll turn his thing back on, and then see what happens. You can see he's very slow. If you put it at like 1%, it takes long because it has to finish the entire animation. So I don't suggest you do that. Oh, I have to find the shit again. Behavior, animation. There we are. Oh, did it again. We'll do it 3x, which is kind of funny. He's gonna freak out and... You can see right here he doesn't know what the hell to do because we're too far away from him. Yeah, if we go in front of him, he'll probably just change a little bit. If we get close enough, he'll update him. It's like a kid having a temper tantrum. Alright, so yeah, so you can see like where the script breaks when he stops doing shit. Okay, let's just turn that off quickly. But yeah, that's the little fun little bit we got. That's about 22 minutes of just other stats and stuff. I'm going to go through it, probably speed some of the shit up or whatever in the past. The next one we'll talk about attack hitboxes, so you'll be able to see what hitboxes each attack will do, where it'll hit you. And then we'll also go into what your hitboxes look like. Because it's really kind of dumb. Your attack hitboxes in general are pretty much what your character is. So if the attack hitbox hits any part of your character, then it's basically how it works. And we'll also talk into how the parry system works in this game, because it's not just 30 FPS or 30 frames like Fextra says. It's actually a very straightforward answer, which is more accurate and true to what's actually happening in the game. So, till next video, I'm going to upload these, and then I might get the other ones tonight. I'm not sure. I got to go back to work, though. But again, it's on our pathway to getting the scripts, figuring out what's happening, to come up with a better plan, maybe, or really figuring out what plans are great or better than the other ones, because there's several different ways or methods to fight bosses. So, but until then, adios. That's the wrong button.